Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Will and we are back with Genshin Impact, coming at you guys a bit earlier than normal, just because recently I have not been having the best sleep and I have been coming to stream way too tired recently. So today I'm doing it a bit earlier. We'll see how long we go. Right now the plan is just kind of continue the main story. I think we're like right at the boss fight, I think. And also try to do the new event that's happening. Adventurers Trials. So there's a couple of them. There's this, which looks like soccer. This, not really sure. I think it's just coin collection. Not sure about that or that. But there's a whole bunch. And honestly, this is the kind of stuff that I like seeing, where they're taking advantage of just like different parts of the game, and it's not necessarily here's a blue door, go in and fight. Here's different modifiers that changes slightly your power balance. It's like, okay, those occasionally are good, but like I much prefer see this. Let's see like some weird shit going on in here. And next guest character when, you know? Oh my god. Sorry, God of War is kind of on the brain because the new one just came out, and it just struck me. Like, they have Aloy in this game. It's like the only guest character. What if they get Kratos and he's just like a Claymore user? That would be so dope. Alright, so we're probably going to do those after whatever this is up here. Like I said, I think it's going to be lack of sound effects. I think it's the main boss. So let's go check that out. I'm really hoping it... And I did go grind a little bit, so our water swordsman, he's got a little bit better artifacts right now. Unfortunately, I still couldn't get all the artifacts in his set. There's just one. There's always one. That's just like ridiculously hard. I'll get like 100 helmets, 100 flowers, but it's like sometimes it's like the feather that just takes forever for me to get, and I do not know why. Oh yeah, also the ice sword, the big buster sword that I like using with Razor, I finally got that leveled all the way up to +5 in refinement. So that finally happened. I finally got another buster sword blueprint after months of fucking fighting bosses and not getting any blueprints whatsoever. This game is so like not balanced for months at a time for me. Plus, we're pretty close to a 10 drop, so hopefully we'll get lucky with that and we'll go and put that towards a sword or a weapon. Hopefully we'll get something interesting that's not a bow and arrow or a repeat. All right, here we go. Shorty. I don't know, I'm a little bit interested as her as a character. As a playable character, I mean. Although most of the Archons I would like to have. Although Rex is probably like the last one on the list. Just because I'm not super hot about his moveset. Even though his like asteroid move is fucking dope.
Should I say it's nice to meet you?
Although, I don't know, the kid voices... I find them so annoying. Even on Paimon, I just kind of zone out when she's talking a lot of the time.
This is the first time we've met in real life. Before, we've only met in dreams, consciousness, or when I was in someone else's body. Thank you so much for coming to rescue me, but I also need to apologize.
Apologize.
During this time, I did some self-reflection. My sense of inferiority and yielding to the academia led to all of this, and created so much trouble for you all.
Exactly! We're here because you're a good Archon and one of our friends!
Thanks, you too. Amazing. So this is how it feels to walk out of that cage with my own body.
Oh shit, I just had an idea. So we know that she's like a younger form of the previous Archon, and how it kind of like reversed. And I was just thinking, well, if she's the power of Dendro and some parts of the land are affected by that, the withering, if we get all the withering good and also get the desert back to normal, to being like a lush green area, would she revert back to her normal self? He's like, I'm wondering how directly connected the Dendro is to her. So like, if the forest started burning, would that have a physical effect on her? I don't think so, but who knows? Since she does control like living life in a way, that might have some like additional effects on her own self that other Archons don't have.
It's like I just had an endlessly long dream. I can't even tell if I just woke up or was only now born into this world.
Whoa. Put down the pot brownie, bro.
My concept of self has become so clear.
Okay.
But now doesn't seem to be the time to indulge in this feeling. This is really embarrassing. You all just rescued an Archon, and now she needs your help to save her country, and even the entire world.
It's okay. With you here, Paimon's sure that everything will work out.
There's one more thing.
What is it?
For all the things the Academia did to me, and for all the folly it committed in the name of wisdom, as their Archon, I will make them pay.
Ooh. We'll see.
Ah. Wow! That's the spirit! You're finally standing up for yourself and not letting people walk all over you!
I understand now. To be a better Archon, I first need to better myself. If you haven't even figured out how to be a caterpillar, how can you be a butterfly? Yes, true. That reminds me. I wonder how far along the Academia is with their God creation plan. We need to hurry and prevent the birth of that false god. I need to make some preparations. Since I'm now free, I can establish a direct link to the Akasha and control it. First things first, I need to remove the restrictions that the doctor put on me in the Akasha. After that, I'll make some adjustments and revoke the sage's permissions. The Akasha will then be like how it originally was, only operable by the Archon. After all, the Academia betrayed Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's trust.
I should just put, I don't know why I'm not putting it into automatic.
In the meantime, you should also work on your own preparations. If we don't stop the God creation plan in time, we'll be in for a tough fight.
Oh, shoot. Did I? Okay, yeah, I did. For a second, I was like, shit, did I forget to tweet again? I did not. Forget.
Might as well prepare for a fight. When we're done, we can take a walk around. After all, we missed out on a lot of stuff when we were locked up.
Alright. Actually, yeah, crap. I can't remember. I think we were like 100 something off Primo Gems. Or maybe it was more than that. Let's check. How close were we? See, we got 2. And we got 100. I think we need 1,100 something, right? Oh, 2. Okay. So we're like 220-ish off. And let's just use the clock. Oh, actually, it's like right about time. No, that's the wrong one.
Standing around is making me so sleepy.
It's like almost time for that. Literally seconds away. Come on. There we go.
How's it going, Nahida?
I'm done with the parts that needed my involvement to complete. Although it's my first time working with the Akasha like this, its internal structure and operation procedures are easy for me to understand. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's design is truly brilliant. Oh, also, this is for you.
Huh?
Floaty buddy?
What's this little floaty thingy?
Are we getting a new floaty buddy?
It's a small device I put together just now. You can think of it as an upgraded Akasha terminal. You may not need it right now, but it should be helpful in certain situations.
Wait! This thing has the same characteristics as
I'm
Paimon!
on 2.0.
We're both small things that float! Oh, all the things that make Paimon special got copied! When Paimon appears with the Traveler from now on, people won't remember Paimon because she isn't unique anymore!
It's alright, Paimon. It can't replace you. It's only a flying device, but you're the Traveler's irreplaceable friend.
You're so good at comforting people, Nahida. If only the Traveler was as smart as you.
I was simply telling you what I feel to be the truth. I wasn't trying to comfort you.
Nahida, you're natural at this. What you just said made Paimon even happier.
By the way, there's something I need to confess. Even though I'm the Archon and in control of myself again, I'm not very good at fighting. You may have heard that an Archon's power is derived from their people's faith. However, I'm not as well loved as Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. If we get into a situation where combat is our only option, I'll have to count on you, and I'll do my best to provide support. I'm glad I can rely on you.
So the God of Wisdom isn't good at fighting? That actually sounds about right.
I've located where the false god is. Time is of the essence, so let's get to it.
I'm wondering, is it gonna be in the temple in the desert? Oh, is it? It's like literally one room over. Found him! He was in the closet. What's a temple? Oh, wait, hold on. Let's see this. Okay, level 90, and it doesn't look like there's any specific things that we need. I'm pretty sure he's lightning based, so don't want to take any lightning people in there. Let's see how our boys go. I also try to get better artifacts for Dayluk again. A bunch of duds. I got like 3 more rolls of them. All of them terrible. None of them had any kind of crit, anything.
What is this place? Is this really the way we need to go? Wow. Who would have thought there'd be a place like this hidden right slap bang in the middle of the city?
The sages wanted to realize their god creation plan without being discovered. The safest and most convenient way would be to build within the academia itself.
That's true. They were already hiding one god, so why not two?
Judging from the structure here, the project is a huge undertaking. The sages really saw the god creation plan as their ultimate goal. But this place doesn't look like it could have been constructed by the academia alone. The Fatui under the Doctor sure didn't hold back. They provided a lot of technological support.
Yeah, or else they wouldn't have been that generous.
Is that it, though? I've always felt that this Doctor is different from the academia sages. He doesn't seem to share their sense of urgency.
I wish she did like the air quotes for doctor.
End product. It's like he's enjoying the experimental process.
The Fatui Harbingers are all such weirdos. So, the Doctor being weird is actually normal.
So, this Fatui that they're trying to turn into a god is called the Balladeer? We had previously come into contact with his consciousness. He harbors particularly strong obsessions. One is the desire for a gnosis, since he was created to be the vessel for one. The other obsession is probably related to his past. I can't quite explain it.
Paimon knows that he was a prototype puppet for the Raiden Shogun before he became a Fatui Harbinger.
Yeah, the Shogun really dropped the ball on that one.
That's why he wants a gnosis so badly. There's no way he'd willingly be a test subject. Now with that temper and ego of his.
It sounds like you know the Balladeer quite well. I see.
You've talked to him once.
Tell me more about him and what he's like. The more we know now, the better we can plan for and react to any future situation.
Yeah, I think I've said this before, but I really hope in the anime they flush out the I don't know, relationship, I guess, between us and the Harbingers. Because yeah, right now it's like we literally see them 3 times and then we do a boss fight. If the Balladeer is the same as Senora. So we'll see it. Yeah, I'm really hoping in the anime they actually make them pop up more throughout our adventures instead of just like a few times. Balladeer. I always want to call him Balbadeer.
I see. How fascinating.
Not really.
Alright, time to go. Let's get through here and meet him in person.
Geppetto really needed a second pass on this puppet. So yeah, let's... Alright, nothingness. Not a big surprise. Oh, what the hey?
Work time.
I did not foresee us having to fight these guys. Wait, what? Oh no, he's a water guy. I'm a moron. I forget. He does healing. I do not fight Fatui too frequently just because they're a pain in the ass.
Rain outlines your
Quick,
face.
it isn't time for a break. No slacking off.
I can't remember. I don't think the water guy can heal himself, so I think that's one good thing. But yeah, we do not have... I think his weakness is Electro? Which, yeah, would have been helpful if they were like, hey, there's gonna be Fatui people in here, so, you know. I'm strapped and ready.
No slacking off.
Done this quickly! Retribution!
Okay, there we go. The healer's down, so now this other dude should be easy.
Scatter!
Rain outlines your fate.
Oh god, oh god.
Rain cutter.
Alright, there we go.
Let's end this quick!
Ah! Putting this baby in the corner. Oh fuck.
No, my sword. I'll protect us.
I should really look at Barbara's setup and see if I can maybe improve her artifacts, because I definitely can. Because I literally just got her set 5-star and then like never really looked at them. So look specifically which percentages or like which subcategories I should have on any of them. Buddy, you slamming me in the pipes. Whenever I see a creepy, like, pipe room like this, I cannot help but to think Freddy Krueger
This isn't good.
and Nightmare on Elm Street. And how disappointing the, like, over the last 10 years, they tried to, like, remake all of the classics, like Halloween, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street. I thought the Nightmare on Elm Street remake was really good, but they only did one, and it's just like, fuck. They could have kept going with that one. Honestly, not the biggest fan of the originals, just because they got way too wacky way too quickly.
It looks like we can climb up these pipes.
Oh, sweet. But still, I thought it was a pretty, out of all the remakes, I thought it was probably the most solid. Kind of because I'm not really that big with Rob Zombie movies. And I thought his remake was kind of just like less of a Halloween remake and just more of another Rob Zombie movie. Alright, let's see here. Is it gonna be another fight? This place is fucking huge.
Pattern on the ground seems all messed up. Let's go around and see if there's a way to fix it.
Here we go. What's happening here?
It seems to have stopped. Let's continue.
What do you mean? Okay, yeah, I see the pattern on the floor is messed up, but I don't know how to correct it. And that stopped. Ah! Oh, we just had to... Oh. Oh, we had to hit the marker, it would come and it would stop automatically. This is cool. Cool puzzle room, kind of.
Let's begin.
No, my sword! Witness the power of Gugwa!
Germinate!
There we go. Explosions.
I guess this is it.
It is. Oh, that's okay. That's kind of lame. It's not even really much of a puzzle. It's just hitting the same knob like 2 times. So it's not even much of a thinker. Ooh. Oh, thank God. I was about to go down and see if I had to rewrite that thing a little bit further. We'll put in a little more camera push over to make sure that we see that.
Frozen. Chris, you'll get lost.
No, my sword!
Flash frost.
Let me read you a verse.
Cut splatter.
Ice Guy is the easiest one to take out for my current setup.
Pay your dues.
Scatter! Yeah.
Leaving so soon. No escape.
Burn!
Oh, yeah, I can't remember if I... Oh yeah, I swapped the main boy's sword on stream. I couldn't remember if I did that on stream or not. I changed his weapon because apparently his loadout for Dendro, the best weapon is already on another one of our characters that we're currently using. So I had to use his second best, which is the one that he has on now. Although, I still need to level up that sword a bit more.
The cart is stuck. Maybe there's something wrong with the tracks. Let's try adjusting the direction of the device to clear the tracks.
Okay, we want to go over there, but there's a chest right there, so we're gonna go after that. Is this a realistic distance? I'm trying to think, like, if we were out in the world, I don't know if we'd be able to draw to one so far away. Okay, that was right, that was right. Almost double tapped it. But hey, since I'm using Restreamer, I wasn't too sure how, like, subscriptions and whatnot would work for, like, both platforms, because right now, my Streamlabs is kind of, like, it's linked to Restreamer, but it's originally linked to Twitch only. And so far, I've only really had a lot of Twitch stuff going on it, and haven't had too much on the YouTube side. But it's good to know, since I'm using Restreamer, it does show both Twitch and YouTube subscriptions.
I'll put you on. Have a load of this.
I just found out. Eat it! Oh, god damn it. Is he gonna... Okay. It just took him a while to die. I was afraid he was gonna respawn. It happens. Oh, this is a slow one. There we go. Okay, I need to look around. There's got to be something behind there. Alright, we're gonna go one loop around just to see if we can find any... So that's where we're supposed to be, but let's see if there's any treasure chests or anything. This should be just one big loop. Really? No. Okay, I was thinking there was gonna be a platform back here, but I guess not. Right. He's really good at navigating indoor spaces. He found us. Hello? Okay, so that's where they come in at. That's where they would need to be. Man, so that whole loop was useless. Yeah, nothing. I like the design in here. It's definitely significantly different from most other areas that we've been to. So it's like, yeah, this is the kind of shit I want to see for like dungeons. Like, obviously not every dungeon can be like drastically different, but like, it'd help if more of them were more unique to differentiate them.
Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power of Guhua. Huh?
Yeah, the rock guy. The two skinny types, the rock and the fire Pachuis, are like so freaking easy. They are beyond base.
Retribution!
Let's end this quickly.
Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter.
Propagate! Germinate!
Propagate and germinate. I wonder what the good order is. It's probably do the germinate and then propagate after. There we go, there we go.
May my final stand.
Burn!
Oh yeah, and I was also worried about our energy buildup. It's fine. I think 100 is what you want to aim for, and anything over that is like more than good enough. Because yeah, we were at like either 150 or 125, and I wasn't sure if that was going to be good enough because I had to rearrange Dayluk's artifacts to get more like critical rate and damage, and I was afraid that that would affect his ult charge, and it's like, no, he's still like charging his ult really quick.
Retribution!
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
Let me weave you a verse. Rain outlines your fate.
You need to hurry up.
All right.
The brightest
Wait, what?
flames.
Oh shit, already died. Man, that was quick. Didn't even realize.
We've only just begun. Get it together.
Double shot.
I should have been careless. Calculated.
Yeah, even with fire, the fire type guy, it takes massive damage. This has to be the last room before the boss. Because they really amped up how many people were fighting in here.
Spring forth!
No, my sword. Witness the power of
Burn!
One after another.
That was weird. It felt like the second half of the fight with her, she was taking more damage from our fire. I know that's probably crazy, but still. Alright, and this should be... Oh my god. There we go. Elevator? I'm assuming this is gonna go down to the roots, maybe? Or maybe it'll go up top. Let's see. Okay, we already revived one character. So it might have been better if we waited 15 minutes so Barbara would have a recharge on her revival, but I am not foreseeing this fight to be too insanely difficult, but we'll see. It's still like level 90. We haven't fought too many bosses. Actually, yeah, we have. We fought fucking the Shogun, like all the forms of Shogun on this high level, so it's probably gonna be easy.
Looking at its operational status, we must prepare for the worst. The god they wanted to create is likely close to completion or already completed.
Oh no, what should we do? Paimon can't imagine how hard it would be to fight against a Fatui Harbinger with a Gnosis.
Well, didn't we already do that? Oh no, I think Senora handed it over
Are you
by the time we
nervous,
fought her.
Paimon?
If you really want to know, of course Paimon's nervous. Aren't you too, Nahida?
Yes, I am. This is probably the first time I faced with a calamity of this degree since my birth. I feel not just nervous, but curious as well.
Curious? Curious about what?
Curious about our fate. To me, everything we perceive in this world, everything we learn, and everything that happens to us is considered knowledge.
Okay, it was up, like, we found out that Ruka Devata kind of reformed into Nahida after giving up her, like, part of her knowledge, memories and stuff. And I was just kind of thinking, oh, well, she's probably still Ruka Devata deep down somewhere. But for some reason, I just didn't think of it until right now. But it's like, they said she's a reincarnation. So before I was thinking, oh, so she was, like, born somewhere. And that, but no, I think they might mean reincarnation like in a lot more literal of the sense, like a phoenix, where it's like Ruka Devata burned out and died, and then the new formation, even though it is a younger version of Ruka Devata, it is still a completely separate person. Because I was just thinking, oh, maybe her memories were gone because of what happened, so she's just in a younger form, so it's the same person. But no, I think it's a more like literal, her physical body, like, transformed into her forming a new person. So yeah, I was looking at more of like, it's almost like an amnesia state rather than reincarnation, because the way I was originally thinking of it was like, yeah, Ruka Devata died and then somewhere else was born Nahida. But yeah, for some reason I just didn't think, oh no, like out of her previous form it would reshape into a new one, and that's how reincarnation works. Just like, some reason just did not think of that way. Randomly just popped into my head while she was talking. I'm like, oh, that's probably what happened. So they're probably never going to address like the missing knowledge and stuff, because she did say she's not as knowledgeable as she should be to be like a god of knowledge. So I was thinking, oh, maybe that was just Ruka Devata and her missing parts is making Nahida.
And if it's a form of knowledge, then it can be understood. However, only fate is about that which has yet to occur, so it has always drawn my curiosity. So to me, fate is the ultimate knowledge.
Someone's a fatalist.
That's also why I love observing humans and all the things that happen to them. It all brings me great satisfaction.
I have control over my own destiny.
And now, at long last, I'm not just an observer anymore. I will personally experience my own fate with you by my side. Isn't this such a wonderfully exciting thing?
Ah, so that's what you mean. Paimon thinks she understands what you're feeling.
Yes, she's a real thrill seeker. After this, we're gonna go hella skiing.
Agreed.
Haha.
Okay, let's continue on. I can sense his aura from here.
You mean his aura? God, what was I doing? God, what was I? I think I was reading. I was either reading or watching something. I can't remember. It was like an anime or a manga. And they were saying, oh no, I was watching an anime. And it's a pretty good anime, except there was like this one part where it's just like, on that day, that person did the thing. And it's just like, could you be any more fucking vague about literally anything you just said? It was so annoying. And it was like a 5-minute monologue without being specific towards any day, place, or person. It's just like, fuck you. You're doing this on purpose. Okay, I don't think we get a new floaty companion, but maybe. I don't remember hearing about one. but awesome. Fancy cutscene.
Who would have thought the world would be so eager for my
Plugged into the Matrix.
I remember you, Booer, the god of wisdom, and standing beside you, the traveler.
Is he all-knowing and powerful now, like Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
No, I can't feel the same kind of divinity I felt from the Greater Lord. It seems that the sages didn't get the chance to infuse the divine knowledge capsules into him. But even still, he has undoubtedly become a true god now.
So we're too late? The Balladeer has already become a god?
The Balladeer. A long bygone title. When my spirit ascended to divinity, I felt as if I had existed for the same number of epochs as heaven and earth. Looking back, the existence of what once called itself Kunikazushi appears infinitely small and ugly.
Baller.
Imposing aura. It really feels like the gods.
A body that capitalizes on the Balladeer's original construction as a mechanical puppet, with the Gnosis serving as a constant power supply. How much effort and resources did the sages put into this?
Way too much.
From a purely technological perspective, it's a commendable achievement indeed. It's no exaggeration to say, this is the culmination of human wisdom.
You sure are something. Dishing out compliments at a time like this?
But I don't think he's reached the spiritual height of a god.
Strife is engraved upon every god and every gnosis brought forth into this world. Can you feel it? The exhilaration of such power, and the thrill of anticipation for our contention.
Nahida wouldn't feel the same things as you.
Do you not realize that you are interrupting a conversation between gods? Lowly creature, know your place.
It sounds like I'm interrupting conversation between a god and a petty bitch.
The strife engraved upon a gnosis. You're talking about the Archon War. Tevat's current peace was not easily won. I didn't personally participate in the Archon War, but the way I see it, all those losses were meaningless, driven by the demands of the laws. There's no point in bringing it up again.
Is that so? Yet I am deeply disappointed that I was never allowed the fortuity to personally participate in the Archon War. This is a first. Encountering a god in this world who does not crave power. No wonder your own people have abandoned you, god of wisdom. Your judgment is as your existence, unsubstantial. This is where everything ends, Booer, the god of wisdom. You should know that wisdom cannot solve every problem. Like now, where your only option is to face me in combat. Come! Let us reenact a scene of the Archon War. Come and inaugurate my birth as a god.
Yay! Ooh, okay.
Perish!
Oh, what are these? Hello.
Insignificant pest!
Okay, haven't really figured out what the hell any of this stuff does.
Feeble human!
I'll protect us. Oh, hi, huh. Hi.
At my command, you shall fall!
Oh, it helps charge us, I think.
No, my sword!
Sure! Propagate!
Alright.
Terminate!
So far this fight has been a bit easy. I'm assuming there's a phase 2.
Perish! Retribution! My endless cycle begins!
Let me read you a verse. Rain outlines your...
Music going on here.
Feeble human! Predators! Propagate!
Yeah, I'm not really 100% sure about the point of these.
Rain cutter!
Scatter! At my command, you shall fall!
Alright, let's go to phase 2 here and get a little bit of a challenge in. Yeah, phase 1 was pretty weak, yo. Classic child move. We fall down a little bit of a crevice. Feet? Oh, booyah! He's full mech. Oh, that is so dope. Coolest enemy in game. Full on. Okay, now what's the little dude gonna do to help us?
Tremble!
Ooh, cross streams of different elements. Which, yeah, by the way, I haven't mentioned this, but it's pretty obvious to see. He's using all the different elements. Except for Dendro, I don't think. Okay, what's happening with these guys?
I let my guard down.
Yeah, what are these things? Hello? Oh, fuck.
I have
Holy shit!
everything I know.
Okay, second half, way the fuck more intense. Those are landmines. I'm not quite sure how to even attack him. He's so big.
The show begins.
Yeah, wait, how do we even attack him? Hello?
Propagate!
Like, there's no...
Reality is pain!
Are we just... okay. Looks like we're just supposed to survive that moment. We lost one guy, unfortunately, because the 15 minutes didn't pass. I hope we defeat him, but we don't, like, beat him, you know? Or, like, we foil his plans and he's still, like, around. Dope.
This is supposed to be a battle between gods, yet you choose to hide behind a mortal. And now, you're acting like you'd sacrifice yourself for a human. Are you having fun proving a false sense of heroism to yourself, Booer?
It's not a false sense if it's literally the thing she is doing. The false sense is if she like backpedaled on it.
The data collection is almost complete. Do you even know how many times you've tried to take my gnosis from me?
Oh, we got him trapped in a mind prison. Matrix!
We just concluded the 168th loop. Did you know that in the effort to create you, the people of Sumeru were forced to live through the exact same number of Sub-Zerus festivals and Samsara cycles?
The power of dreams. When did you use it on me?
At the very beginning. It's interesting, she has the power of dreams and knowledge.
You can't even defeat me in a dream. What do you hope to achieve with this little trick?
Come, Traveler. Just like before. Allow me to awaken the memories in your dreams.
All that battle experience!
It's more than that. Compile everyone's wisdom in the name of the Archon. That is the original function of the Akasha.
Level boost!
I've sent everything that happened just now to the people of Sumeru in the form of knowledge. I've asked them to help you find a way to defeat the false god.
This is dope. This is like... Okay, it's not the same, but still close to the levels of the whole Goku Spirit Bomb situation.
Now, all of Sumeru's wisdom is at your disposal.
I know this isn't really gonna give us like a power boost, but this would be a great excuse to give you one. I mean, video games give a million reasons of why, like in the sequel, you don't have the same powers as the last game or some bullshit. I just wish they do the opposite occasionally. It's like, oh no, you're super fucking OP. Gotta do what Kazuha did when he reflected the lightning blade.
Are you done with your tricks? Can I finally take this as a real battle between gods?
I'll leave this to you. The first sage of Boor.
Ooh, shit, did we just get a title? We're now the first sage. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Our buddy!
Mine to dominate.
Share my knowledge!
I have no idea what the hell her moves do. If she was a healer, I'd be so amped.
Hey!
Burn to oblivion!
I see everything!
God, the music in this fucking game is so good.
Reality is pain!
Okay, it's not great to have an intense battle and then text pop up on the screen. Because guess which out of the two things I'm not gonna pay attention to.
Cruel world.
Everyone hold hands!
Time for retribution!
this is some fucking bullshit, annoying crap. It's floating, so you can't hit it unless you do like specific moves.
Your new god awakens!
Fuck me. Oh crap, no, Nahida got revived.
Eyes have been opened. Kneel!
Rain outlines your fate.
Scatter!
Fuck.
Reality is pain! Propagate!
Yeah, this dude's pretty fucking weak. Like, we haven't been throwing down too much damage on him.
Hey! Make yourselves at home!
I have no idea what her ult does.
Burn to oblivion!
I think it's a protective barrier. Okay, Nahida was a little fun there. I didn't get a firm grasp on her moves. Especially with the little dog dude with us.
Humans. Filthy
The
humans!
dog made it a little too easy with his continuous fire. I'm gonna be upset because a friend of mine was a good friend, but he was a human, and then he died and left me, so I'm super jaded about it. Ooh.
No! Wait! Please! Anything but the Gnosis! That's mine! Don't even try! I'll never go back!
We haven't yet found the answer to the most important mystery. Irminsul is still waiting to be saved. With the power of another Gnosis, we may now finally understand the last memory of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
That's, what's her face's Gnosis?
This is... That's right. This is the last memory of my predecessor.
Alright, let's see here. Is that crazy, or were we hearing people talk there for a second? Alright, hopefully we'll be able to see the whole full situation here. Plus, this might be our first time getting a look at the previous version of her. We'll look at Rukkhadevata. That fight was cool and fun, but it definitely felt like a gimmick fight.
This sure seems very different from what Paimon imagined. Shouldn't Irminsul be in this realm of consciousness?
Yes, that is our destination. But I didn't expect the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata to be as polluted as this.
Perhaps Irminsul itself is Rukkhadevata.
Forbidden knowledge? It seems you know about a concept that even I don't completely understand. Could you tell me what you know? Your inference seems logical enough. Forbidden knowledge once polluted the desert thousands of years ago, but was successfully repelled thanks to King Deshret's self-sacrifice, and Greater Lord Rukkhadevata nearly exhausting her power. Then, a second instance of forbidden knowledge pollution occurred during the Conria Cataclysm 500 years ago. But I'm afraid it is much more serious this time, with Irminsul itself already in danger.
So, if we're in the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, and it's also been affected by forbidden knowledge pollution, then does that mean, in order to save us, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
Yes. It's very possible that she sacrificed her life in the fight against forbidden knowledge. She didn't completely eradicate forbidden knowledge, but if it weren't for her actions, the pollution would have been far more rampant over these past 500 years. The way that everyone, including me, has forgotten everything about forbidden knowledge may very well be due to her restoration of Irminsul.
Aww. Do you feel sad, Nahida?
I'm just sharing her pain. The pollution of her consciousness here is severe. There is madness, chaos, and pain all around us. Did she fight to resist the forbidden knowledge pollution in such terrible conditions, all the way up to her last breath? She even used her last remnant of lucid consciousness to leave a clue for us to follow. Yes, her words were distorted by forbidden knowledge, so that's all we could hear. But now, we have a chance to find the answer to this mystery. We can cross the polluted consciousness until we found the right path to meet with her lucid consciousness. And then, we'll let Greater Lord Rukkhadevata tell us the truth in person. Each of us need to be mindful of the state of our own consciousness while we are here. Even with the Gnosis' protection, we must always keep a clear mind. Otherwise, we could go mad at any moment.
That's so scary.
Don't worry, it should be easy enough for you to keep that mind of yours clear, Paimon. Let's go.
Oh, this is a really long section. I mean, we do this section to get up to Balladeer, and now do the fight, and now here.
Are we in the air? And why is there a huge boat?
That's the boat of consciousness, which symbolizes reason here. Its course is the direction our consciousness is traveling towards. If we lose control over our consciousness, we will fall into madness. So let's make sure the boat stays on course.
I like that this place does have a similar language to the other dream areas we've been to.
Monsters seem to have been affected by them.
Like in, the Golden Apple Archipelago, when we went there. This does have similar vibes to those areas that we were going to there.
Verdictus?
Oh, okay. I thought it was just optional fights, but it looks like we have to move on, actually.
Body and mind. Huh? Witness the power of the one. Change of plans.
these frickin' guys and their bleed.
Let me weave you a verse.
Ready, steady, go! Let the show begin.
Scatter! Germinate!
It'd be cool if one of the Dendro characters we could play as are like invincible against like poison type effects like this bleed. Just because of like their Dendro ability or something. That's like a passive Dendro ability, that'd be cool.
Witness the power.
I don't think there's a way to really counter the bleed effect. Apart from, you know, just like healing it up.
Burn!
I'll protect us. Oh. Hi, 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 oh, huh, huh.
Damn it. That was a whip and a half.
Look! A four-leaf sigil has appeared in the sky!
Has it? Oh. Okay, I need to keep an eye open. I don't think there are any treasure chests in here. Just in case.
Let the show begin.
Ooh, we're getting some lightning storms. Oh, come on. That's just like a really precarious position. Alright, let's try this. Oh, come on. Knock back. Anything here. Alright.
No, my sword.
Propagate!
That was a waste. Like, he was dead on the backswing. Jesus.
Time for retribution!
Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter.
Verdict is... Scatter!
I'll protect us. Hi, hi.
My flame!
Motherfucker. You son of a bitch. That son of a bitch chucked us off a boat. And it wiped out our power player. Motherfucker! And he's full on health now, that piece of shit!
Let the show begin. Oh, hi,
Get shit on. Fuckface?
Power for what?
Terminate! What?
Okay, let's try to move a little bit. Wow, she is like really not healing Daily that much. Holy shit.
A minor setback. Brain cutter.
Propagate!
There we go. Get fucked.
To control the boat of consciousness, we need to find the helm first.
Let's go to the helms room. The helmsman.
We changed direction. Are we still going the right way, Nahida?
Mm-hmm. Judging from the current route, the boat of consciousness will soon take us out of here. We'll be arriving at our destination soon. How are you feeling? Are your minds still intact?
Huh? But everything's been completely normal for Paimon.
Hopefully there won't be any more interruptions. This time, we should be able to meet Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
Are you saying you've never met Greater Lord Rukkhadevata before?
Okay, am I insane? Did we not learn that the memories
It
went
seems that my
away
birth
and then...
her death took place at the same
Yeah.
time. Otherwise, I think she would have given me a little more guidance, and I could have done a better job.
Hey, you've done a great job, Nahida. Let's get out of this creepy place and go meet her.
Alright, off to the next area. I was not expecting all this after stuff. I thought we were going to mainly focus on Balladeer.
So, is this the place you were talking about?
Ooh.
The base of Irminsul?
Fancy. A lot of whitish pink.
Well, this is the place.
We're here to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, right? But the one standing over there is...
Is that me? She looks exactly like me. Are you Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
Yes, that's me. Are you surprised by my appearance? Irminsul and the surrounding lands have been reproduced here as they were years ago. But this is just a realm of consciousness. We are manifestations of the same nature. Hence why we would appear exactly the same.
We're of the same nature. Why?
Because you are me, and I am you. You are me in the new samsara.
The new samsara?
As Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, I'm the avatar of Irminsul. And you are the purest branch snapped from Irminsul. Imagine it this way. Even if a tree dies, its branches will eventually take root and grow, continuing the tree's life in another form. I'm merely the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. The real me has presumably died a long time ago. Judging from your appearance, I've probably been dead for 500 years. But you're finally here. My new self in the samsara.
If this is true, then am I going to be a great Archon like you someday?
Though we share the same nature, our fates are bound to be different. All things have their own fate. When a branch grows into a mature tree, it won't be the same as the original tree.
That's why fate is the ultimate knowledge, isn't it?
That's a great insight. Yes, very good. It's also precisely why you won't become like me.
Really?
But perhaps you may become an even greater Archon than I. I already see a determination in you that I didn't possess in my time, and the future that it leads you to will be yours alone. Along with the blessings from your past experiences. Don't worry. The growth of wisdom is like that of a plant. You only need to wait quietly for the flower to bloom.
Come to think of it, the sages never had the faintest inkling of the meaning of wisdom.
Thank you. Nothing makes me happier than discovering that the Archon I always admired was in fact myself in another fate. It's so nice to speak with you, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. I've always wanted to meet you.
The feeling is mutual. From the moment I snapped the branch off Irminsul and created you, I've also looked forward to talking with you.
Could you tell me why you wanted to create me? And what exactly happened when you died?
Ah, I see. You're here seeking answers, right? Everything that day, even the sky itself, changed into a color like this. At that time, the seven were all summoned to the nation of Conria. Except for me. I had a more important task to attend to. I had to protect Irminsul. The disaster occurred together with the pollution of forbidden knowledge. At that very moment, with my consciousness connected to Irminsul, I sensed something was wrong. The pain started to torment my mind. By the time I reached Irminsul, it was already displaying signs of corruption. Had I not repelled the pollution of forbidden knowledge with King Deshret thousands of years ago, I might have felt even more hopeless and lost.
So what exactly is forbidden knowledge?
It's a kind of knowledge that doesn't belong to this world, and a form of truth that can't be understood. It came from the very bottom of the abyss. Even I could never understand it. The world is constantly rejecting it, leading to all kinds of bad phenomena. If we allow forbidden knowledge to pollute Irminsul, I'm afraid the entirety of Teyvat could fall apart.
So, there's knowledge that even the God of wisdom can't understand?
At that time, I knew I couldn't repel the forbidden knowledge with my strength alone. Which is why I created a device that compiled human wisdom and named it the Akasha.
It's truly the world's most amazing invention.
Thank you. For a long time, I thought dreams were the fruit of human wisdom. Though it was selfish to do so, I borrowed people's dreams using the Akasha. Then I compiled their wisdom and all of my own power.
Well, did it work?
Thanks to the wisdom of the people of Sumeru, almost all the forbidden knowledge was cleared from Irminsul. But things didn't go as smoothly as I thought. I had a terrible headache, which gave me an uneasy feeling. And then I remembered that my consciousness was also connected with Irminsul. It brought me knowledge and wisdom, but vile corruption as well. From the very beginning, my existence had been polluted by the forbidden knowledge.
Oh no. How could that happen?
I've experienced that pain in your consciousness. It must have been a horrible experience.
Yes, but my feelings weren't important. The important thing was that even if I died, my existence and everything related to me would continue to exist in Irminsul as memories and knowledge, meaning that the forbidden knowledge couldn't ever be permanently eradicated. And there's no way for me to eliminate myself. It would be a sort of paradox. So, I took the purest branch of Irminsul as my incarnation in the next samsara, and left a trail of clues, all in hopes that you would come here and remove me and my pollution from Irminsul forever.
Wait, no, I can't.
So you realize what that implies. You are very smart indeed. Irminsul has all the knowledge and memories of this world. And as you've realized just now, removing me from Irminsul means I essentially will never have existed in this world. But this is the only way to save Irminsul.
People love you so much, and they've missed you so much over the past 500 years. I am exactly the same. So how can we just forget you like this? Is there really no other way? There must be something else I can do.
You're the god of wisdom, Boer. You should know that there is no other way.
But this is so cruel. I don't want to forget you.
No need to feel so sad, Boer. As someone who delights in wisdom, you should feel joy at finally finding the answer. These are the words in their entirety. The answer you've been seeking all along.
She found the
Let
answer.
the world completely forget me.
Usually you have to read a book to get the answer.
We all nestle under the great tree of wisdom, peering out to perceive the world. From the earth and from the rain, we perceive its wonders, until we become a white bird to perch atop a branch, and finally snap off the most important leaf. Once upon a time, I alone dreamed in this world. In my dreams, everybody would also dream after they fell asleep. Wild and wonderful thoughts would emerge from their minds. Some tumbled to the ground, and others floated to the sky, connecting all things in the world into one dazzling net. Among a plethora of worlds were numerous smaller worlds, all of fate, finding within the tapestry their brilliant glow. I gradually understood that these indescribable and constantly changing things are the most profound things in the world. Only they can completely repel the madness. Only dreams can awaken consciousness from the deepest darkness. I'm the one who posed this question, yet also the one who sought a solution. Saving the world with the dreams of the people used to be my answer. And now, you've also found your own answer, and I shall return all the dreams to the people. Goodbye, people of Sumeru. May you be blessed tonight with the sweetest of dreams.
It's gonna be interesting how this plays, how this will affect the world, because I assume many factors here. We were witness to it, so we should probably remember, but also on top of that, we are from another world, so that would probably cause us to not be affected by this as well. So effectively, we should be the only ones that really remember. Well, us and Boru should be the only ones that remember Rukkhadevata. Nahida.
I'm alright. I'm just a little confused. We've just saved the world, right? So why am I crying? I don't know where this feeling inside of me is coming from, but I feel very sad.
Oh shit, she doesn't even remember. I wonder if Paimon... Okay, this will be huge implications if Paimon also remembers.
Just now, we used the power of two gnosis to successfully connect with the Ermin soul consciousness from 500 years ago. Then, we removed the remaining pollution from Merman soul.
Yeah, but like, what do people think happened before 500 years ago then?
Yeah, what's wrong? Weren't you there just now?
Okay, so she doesn't remember either. Bell, Lydia. Shit. Yeah, this is going in way longer than I thought it was going to. I literally thought we would just like walk in through the door, do the boss fight, and have like maybe a cutscene or two to finish it up. Oh, is that the doctor? Oh, fuckboy doctor. This was part of his plan, wasn't it? Who is this?
Huh? That sound. Traveler! Paimon!
I've been waiting here far too long. But finally I have the chance to be alone with you. All the precious time I wasted has finally paid off.
The doctor! What have you done?
Just a type of sound wave that can quickly put defenseless people into a dream. As I expected, it doesn't have any effect on gods. This is the only thing of interest I found among the sage's research. I thought I'd take it for a little spin. Don't worry. I know you would never forgive me if I actually killed them. I'm here to negotiate with you. Naturally, I won't do anything dangerous that could potentially damage our relationship.
Negotiate with me? I heard you had already left Sumeru. Why are you here again now?
I left Sumeru, but I also stayed in Sumeru. Even the God of Wisdom is restricted by the habits of cognition. How disappointing.
You mean there are many different versions of you in this world?
An astute guess. Even the same individual will have different cognitions at different ages. A long time ago, I made a major decision in hopes of preserving all my perspectives of how I observed the world. Observation is the first step of any experiment, but observing the current world doesn't satisfy me. It lacks an important dimension, that of time. So I saved segments of all my ages and made them into independent individuals. That's all there is to it. Indulge me. How does the God of Wisdom find my method of seeking knowledge?
It's nothing that simple. It's like you just explained a very complex concept without actually explaining how the fuck you did it. It's like, yeah, I just time traveled. Don't worry about how, when, where, why. Just accept that it happened. Motherfucker.
It's an insult to the very concept of life. Life inherently has many rules and restrictions, each with its own significance and reason to exist. They can't be broken on a whim.
Good. Amazing, even. Indeed, it's difficult for humans to make peace with themselves, not to mention oneself from a different period.
Since you're in the academia, why wait until now to show up? You could very well have stopped us and helped that fake god.
Simple. Let me ask you this. Would any staff member ever help the subject in the middle of an experiment? It was my experiment. So why should I interfere with the results?
The academia saw the plan to create a god as their ultimate goal, yet you only saw it as an ordinary experiment. You really are crazy. If the experiment succeeded, you would have had a new god on your hands. How would you have faced your own god then? Would you still take the same stance? Would you still hold the same view of yourself?
I'm first and foremost a scholar. These results should be left to the judgment of the hypothetical me confronted with that outcome. But you're right. And that's exactly why I'm disappointed with the conclusion of this experiment.
As an individual, you don't have any sense of belonging. You seem to have even fewer convictions than a typical scholar.
Oh no, I certainly have my own convictions. They just don't fit your standards, that's all. All right, that's enough conversation for today. The experiment is over, and it's time to tidy up the equipment and reclaim any useful materials. For example, the Gnosis. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you're an intelligent Archon. I'm sure you understand the disparity in our combat abilities at this time. Besides, you have no way to use that Electro-Gnosis in battle.
Didn't you say you were here to negotiate with me? Somehow, it's starting to seem like you intend to take it by force now.
I'm merely stating a fact. After all, I'm also a scholar. Naturally, I hope to show proper respect and dignity to the God of Wisdom.
Your hypocrisy is built on absolute confidence. I understand your scheme, but... what if I were to destroy the Gnosis now and awaken the heavenly principles?
Awaken the heavenly principles? Do you think that's really possible?
The heavenly principles have been silent for many years, but the Gnosis are symbols of their control over Tevat and all the laws. Will the destruction of a Gnosis attract the attention of the heavenly principles? And if so, how do the Fatui plan to deal with the consequences? Do you dare to gamble such a possibility with me?
Gamble? How surprising. I thought you would show evidence or use rigorous reasoning to prove your point. The word gamble is the last thing I expected to hear from the God of Wisdom. But this is a clever move. You must have seen through me when I first captured your consciousness. As a scholar, I respect all possibilities. This has always been my principle and is an essential trait as an experimenter. Indeed, I can't ignore this possibility. So tell me then, what are your conditions?
This foreign Gnosis will only lead to disaster if it stays in Sumeru. But this electronosis is the prize I obtained after defeating one of your fellow Harbingers. Now, as the one who initiated this cascade of events, shouldn't you pay the corresponding price?
Price? Interesting. What price would you have me pay?
How about erasing all your other segments?
So this is how you wish to restrict me, the most threatening opponent of the Nation of Wisdom. What you request of me is like plucking out the eyes I have placed in the dimension of time. Segments are extraordinarily difficult to make. They require extremely rare resources and enormous amounts of time and effort, requiring me to destroy them all here and now. Bravo. A suitably wise decision on your part.
Wait, no. What? That's fucking stupid. Here, I'm gonna tell you how I showed up here. Something insanely elaborate and complicated. 5 minutes later, okay, all of them are destroyed and you'll never have to see or hear about this again. It's just like, you could have just been like, nah, I turned the boat around, motherfucker. Like, why? I'm assuming this is gonna come into play later on with this guy, but still. Like, dude. Complex concept. Okay, hand-wavy thing happens. It doesn't matter anymore, but it will in the future, and I'm letting you know now, as the viewer, that's what's gonna happen in the future. Because there's no other way to explain what's going to happen, so we're just gonna have to set it up here.
Yes, how very interesting. Can I assume that you have long been wary of me?
No.
Among all the versions of me, this segment you see now is the most selfish. If it weren't me, your idea wouldn't have worked. What did you see when you were imprisoned? You were observing me, and that's how you know I've long grown tired of their doubts and endless arguments.
Okay, here's the thing. When you say segments, do you literally mean, like, a part of you split off, or are we just using the word segments to mean, like, I cloned myself?
Like you said, it's difficult to make peace with yourself.
Because one would involve, like, some form of, like, duplicating ability or, like, time manipulation ability, while the other one is just, like, you know, cloning.
Being as smart as you are, have you managed to do that?
I see. If you think all those versions of me are worth a gnosis, then deal.
You sure didn't hesitate much. Is the relationship between all the versions of you really that bad?
I don't think there's any need to dwell on that.
Well, that's a big yes.
Surplus versions of me can be exchanged for a gnosis. Do you think anyone can offer themselves at a higher price? Besides, with my abilities, it's only a matter of time until I find better perspectives. Perhaps it's best to say, you're just temporarily ahead. But what I'd like to know is, how can you be sure that I've really erased them?
I can see your remaining honesty.
What a ridiculous decision! You can't be serious!
How could I have been so
Short-sighted! You think this is the end? I'll have my
I
revenge.
quit!
You'll make
Good
this moment
riddance.
count.
You will regret this!
Well, have you confirmed that it's complete?
This is needlessly complicated.
Take it. The future of Sumeru City will be in my hands alone. I will shut down the Akasha and let curiosity and the thirst for knowledge drive the realm of academics once again. There won't be any further gaps for you to exploit.
It truly pains me that my academic achievements have never been appreciated in my homeland. Of course, I have no interest in being rejected by this city for a third time. Another chess piece. And where is your dendronosis?
Don't be greedy, Harbinger of Snezhnaya.
No, this is a different transaction. If you intend to turn off the Akasha anyway, then there's no further use for the Gnosis of Sumeru, is there? Besides, isn't it the Archon's duty to deliver what's desired of the Seeker? Oh, judging from your expression, you don't seem to find the idea very agreeable. Then let's think of it this way. Since you're the god of wisdom, how about I exchange some knowledge with you?
People exchanging knowledge with the God of Wisdom is the stuff of legends. Yet here you wish to exchange knowledge for the God of Wisdom's property. Arrogant as that is, it has piqued my interest.
Let me ask you, have you in all your mighty knowledge ever heard the rumor that the skies of Tevat are fake?
Huh?
That's the secret hidden by Ermin's soul concerning the truth of this world. Once I finish telling you about this, it will be time for me to say goodbye. With negotiations, we've all gotten what we wanted. I'm very glad I got to meet you like this.
Your arrogance may know no bounds, and convictions may mean nothing to you. But I'll still listen to what you have to say.
Wait, so like, why would you do that? Because the whole thing was like, dark wisdom was spreading. So how do you know that guy didn't know it, and when he was talking to you, he'd tell you some of those and then infect you with the, like, the dark truth stuff? Okay. This was good up until this last part with the doctor, where it just started becoming fucking stupid. We'll see how this comes into play, but yeah, that whole thing just seemed to be needlessly complicated. Once again, weird, just load into the cutscene.
Together! Okay. Are you awake? Kali says it's time for breakfast. Come on, get up! Good morning! How are you feeling today? Good to hear. It looks like we've recovered pretty well. Not even Tainari could stop us from going out now, right? Come on, Traveler, let's go!
Good morning. Looks like you're awake.
Yep, yep.
I prepared some breakfast today. Please have a taste. I hope you'll like it.
It's nice to have you here so we can eat something yummy.
Well, now that I've recovered from Elazar, I'm feeling better than ever. I can even prepare 4 or 5 meals a day now.
And Paimon bets they're all delicious.
Oh, by the way, someone brought a letter for you after you went to sleep last night.
Nope. Paimon wanted to read the letter with you after you woke up, so Paimon didn't open it. Alright, let's read it now. Oh, it's from Nilu. Ahem. We're going to hold a feast at the Grand Bazaar and celebrate Cyano's reinstatement as the General Mahamatra. As heroes of Sumeru, please be sure to attend. I'll wait for you. The date of the banquet is written on the back. It's in 2 days.
Okay, I feel like they're oversimplifying things to a ridiculous degree. What happened 500 years ago then? Like, what do people think happened? Now that everyone doesn't remember Rukkhadevata, what was the whole point of literally all of the actions that happened leading up to this day then? Because it's all inspired by the old Rukkhadevata and the new one not being as good. So then why did anyone in the school, whatever thing, why did all of them go with what just happened? Like, everything is tied back to Rukkhadevata, so if she never existed and nobody remembered her, so many plot holes just pop up from it.
Oh, I've also heard that you've become heroes here as well. That's amazing. Everyone's aware of your abilities. There's no need to be modest.
Anyway, let's go to the Grand Bazaar to have a look.
Oh, before you leave, be sure to inform Master Tainari.
Yeah, like, what's the perspective on, like, what's been happening the last few days then for everyone? It just raised so many questions, not to count the whole fucking the Doctor and his million split selves from every moment of time.
Tainari!
I feel like that's definitely the Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop distance. We're introducing time travel just to make this complicated series even more fucking complicated for no reason.
Good morning. How do you feel today?
We feel much better. How about you?
I'm recovering well. Thanks for asking.
But from the looks of it, you seem to be already busy with work again.
It's fine. I'm not that busy, really. The Elazar patients have recovered, as well as Hypatia. For now, I only need to tend to my Forest Watcher duties.
It seems once Irminsul started getting better, everything else started to recover too.
Yes, but there are still some residual effects. The withering is one example. Though it won't spread anymore, the existing zones won't just disappear. We forest rangers will still need to do the work.
By the way, we have some good news. Cyno got his position back.
This news is hardly new. He had already mentioned it to me before.
Huh? You mean he was already here? Why didn't he come to say hi to us?
He visited once, but he was afraid of disturbing you while you were resting. He just asked me a few questions and left.
Then you probably already know all about the celebration feast.
Celebration feast? No, I haven't heard anything about that.
Huh? But didn't Nilu say in her letter that they would celebrate Cyno? He didn't tell you?
Perhaps, or alternatively, he doesn't know about it either.
Come to think of it, Cyno doesn't seem like the type who'd enjoy a celebration feast. You and Kale are both Cyno's close friends. Why don't you come to the feast with us?
Kala has taken over some of my tasks these days. I don't think she'll have time for it. Not to mention me. You see, some VIPs have come to the forest recently.
Huh? VIPs? Very important Paimons?
Well, technically speaking, they are former VIPs. The sages involved in recent incidents have begun their training in the Avidya forest, and the people they had previously imprisoned have all been released.
Huh?
Yes, he's a little weak, but he isn't injured and his condition is stable. Lesser Lord Kusanali, in her boundless mercy, has decided to spare Azar and the other wrongdoers. Supposedly, they were ashamed of their shallow ideologies and have decided to dedicate the rest of their lives to cultivating wisdom in the Avidya forest. When they learned that Lesser Lord Kusanali had defeated the Balladeer and saved Irminsul, they were shocked at first, but also became happy, feeling that the sacred light guiding them on the path of discovering wisdom had begun to shine once again. As a result, work has increased for the forest rangers.
That sounds really exhausting.
There's nothing we can do, really. But that's another topic. Back to the matter at hand. Are you two planning to head out?
Ah, right! We're here to request permission to head out. Would that be okay?
You've recovered well. You may go, but be careful.
Yay! Will do! The rainforest is the best place to
Wow. Alright, let's actually check. Yeah, we're still nowhere near. We needed like 200, right? And at best, we got maybe 100 from all the story stuff we've done today. Yeah, at best. Alright. And then we also got a part of the constellation. Oh, we almost got it complete. Nice.
Da.
I really hope they explain in more detail.
Well, there won't be any problems if the feast starts at that time. Everything has already been prepared.
I hope they explain more detail what the doctor was up to. Oh yeah, and there was also a video released about the Balladeer and his past. I don't think they ever actually that's like on their on Genshin Impact YouTube channel. I don't think they ever actually showed that cutscene in game, which usually they do. Unless I'm somehow like forgetting it and it happened like way early in the Sumeru arc. I have to go back and check, but yeah, there's like this whole thing where it went to the nice like 2D drawn style that they do occasionally. And it was talking about his past. I can't remember if they ever showed it on here. I know it was on their YouTube channel because I checked it out there.
Mr. Zubair, I finished tallying things up here. Well, except for the guests.
Is a simple reply really that much to ask of our guests? It's affecting our arrangements.
Oh, it'll be fine. Besides, it never hurts to get things ready in advance.
I was thinking the same thing. The feast will be held sooner or later, right? Hey, Milu! Traveler, Paimon! We got your letter, so here we are! You're the best! The other guests haven't even replied yet. Huh? Are we the only ones that have arrived? Yeah. I had someone deliver letters to all of our guests. But maybe everyone is still busy with other things.
Look, I get it. Sumeru is in an extremely important period of transition right now, but even if your friends are important figures, they shouldn't just ignore your request like this. Nilu is Sumeru's #1 celebrity, after all. You have no idea how happy I am to talk to people with good taste.
If you consider enjoying Nilu's dances having good taste, then almost everybody has good taste. Because Paimon thinks everybody will love her performance.
That's right. We all think she's amazing too. Nilu is an absolute favorite among those of us who frequent the Grand Bazaar. For Outlanders, you have a great eye. Master Zubair, let's have a vote for the most outstanding audience members next time. I think these two may win.
Nonsense. It is not for us to determine the value of an audience. But indeed, we could try giving gifts to people with particularly good taste. I heard there's a device in Fontaine called a camera that can record people's appearances as pictures. Such pictures would make superb gifts.
Ooh, good idea. I wonder where we can find one.
I don't want you giving pictures of me to everyone. I'm satisfied just being able to perform here.
There's always a lot going on at the Grand Bazaar.
Yeah, and that's why I love it here. Traveler and Paimon, could you help confirm if the letters were actually delivered? If for some reason they didn't receive the letters, then please tell everyone that there will be a feast here.
Yeah, we can also check out how everything in Sumeru is going now.
When I wrote the letters, I heard that Dia was in Port Ormos, and Alhaitham was at the Academia. As for Sino, we've only heard that he appears at the Academia from time to time. I'm not too sure about Rahman's whereabouts. My guess is that he's with Dia. As for Dunyarzad, I just hope she's feeling better. I sent her a letter, but I was afraid of disturbing her. If you have time, please ask about her for me.
Okay, got it. Let's go, Traveler.
Are we... Alright, all the way up. They should really install an elevator.
We haven't seen Alhaitham anywhere. Let's ask that person over there. Hey there, have you seen Alhaitham around?
Yes, it seems Scribe Alhaitham has gone to the House of Dana. You should be able to find him there. But you're already the second group of people I've seen looking for him today. He must be quite the busy man.
Oh? Who else was looking for him?
Mr. Cavey was just here asking about him. You wouldn't believe how terrible their relationship is. And now you two are here. Don't tell me everyone's here looking for gossip about the sages.
No way! We're strictly here on business.
Ah, I see. Sorry, I thought maybe everyone's as interested in rumors about the sages as I am.
Yeah, then what happened to the balladeer? Like, was he, like, full-on defeated there, or did he escape?
Oh, Hatham should be around here somewhere, right?
Oh, hello. Who's that?
Oh, he's over there! But it looks like he might not have time for us.
Just put down that worthless book and tell me what happened in the academia.
This is not just some worthless book. Do you have any idea how difficult it is to find a physical book like this in Sumeru?
It doesn't matter. It's probably just another thing that you used your authority to get your hands on anyway. Just put it aside. Listen, I came back today only to hear that the sages have disappeared.
He kind of gives me, like, the color scheme of, like, his outfit overall, and his blonde hair reminds me of, Howl's Moving Castle.
Oh, you sound surprised. I thought you would already know the inside story.
Would I be here asking you if I knew? You're the scribe, not me. So just tell me what you know already.
Well, I almost became a sage.
Huh?
Oh, don't sound too surprised now. You're the renowned Kaveh, light of the Ksharawar. Besides, as a master builder and craftsman, chances are you'll be appointed as a sage too.
Why do I feel like you don't really mean it?
Huh. What makes you say that? Why would you question my heartfelt sincerity?
Maybe it's because you've never said anything good about me before.
Yeah, well, I share a similar sentiment, and anyone who knows you as well as I do would surely do the same.
Oh, you... See? This is why I hate discussing anything with you. Your ridiculous and arrogant attitude always gets in the way.
It seems that you really can't stand my personality.
Ha! What was your first clue?
Well, then you might as well move out of my house.
Are you threatening me? Stooping to a new low, I see. Ugh, and don't change the subject. You, a sage? What a joke. The academia might as well just close tomorrow.
Are they having a fight?
They definitely have the whole Delukaya dynamic kind of going almost.
Forget what's going on with the academia. Haven't you been busy with your construction project? Tell me, when are you going to build yourself a mansion?
Don't get me started. I get angry just thinking about it.
So, what great building did our master architect work on this time?
Like I need to tell you. Keep your nose out of my business.
Okay, that's actually interesting.
No, I think we deserve to know. Where were you when Sumeru needed you most?
I was in the desert for a large project, but considering Haravatat's utter ignorance of architectural and aesthetic matters, you probably wouldn't understand. Which is truly unfortunate. I can only pity the man who doesn't understand the first thing about beauty and romance. Unlike a true... Hold on, wait a second. What do you mean by when Sumeru needed me most?
Well, while you were out fiddling around in the desert, many people came together to save Sumeru from a crisis.
Ha! And you think I'd believe that?
Look, all you really need to know is that Azar and all his accomplices have all been overthrown.
Huh? What nonsense are you talking about?
It's no skin off my nose if you don't believe me. It's not like my Darshan was the one trying to apply for funding from the Grand Sage. Yours, though, on the other hand...
You know what? I'll ask around. I'm sure someone knows what's going on here. You're dead if I find out you're lying to me.
He's another Dendro user, I noticed on his, stash thingy. I'm guessing sword user, possibly standard sword user. If I had to guess.
Hey, Alhaitham!
Oh, it's you
Or maybe
two.
spear.
What's the matter?
We're running some errands for Nilu. Have you received her letter?
Letter?
Nilu said she sent out a letter inviting everyone to a celebration feast in 2 days at the Grand Bazaar. We'll also be celebrating Zino's reinstatement as General Mahamatra.
If she addressed the letter to Alhaitham of the Academia, then the letter should have gone to my office. I've been busy these days, so I haven't had time to check for any new mail at my office. I only now have some free time to attend to personal matters.
Have you always been so busy with your work?
Of course not. I'm only busy these days because several sages have been dismissed recently and the whole Academia was practically turned upside down.
Kainari told us they all went to train in the Avidia Forest. Apparently they will spend the rest of their lives there.
That is already the best possible ending for the likes of them. 4 of the 6 great sages were possessed by their desire for power and attempted to create a new god. In order to pull it off, they even imprisoned the other 2 rational sages. To imagine such things could take place in the Academia. I don't know where to begin.
Yeah, you're right. Huh. Feels kind of strange to hear them called that after all this time. But then again, the 6 great schools sounded pretty impressive too.
Yes, at least that's how they're supposed to sound. It's said that when the Academia was first founded, the Dendro Archon herself established the 6 great schools, each representing one of the 6 different types of wisdom. Numerous Darshans have sprung up and faded. Only the 6 Darshans attaching themselves to the 6 great schools have stood the test of time and obtained permanent seats in the Academia. Now, the 6 Darshans are nearly synonymous with the 6 great schools, and the leaders selected for the schools are the 6 great sages. Among the 6 great sages, there is one central leader, the Grand Sage. Unfortunately, only the sages from Vahumana and Amorta remain now. They were imprisoned for opposing Azar, and were only rescued after Azar's downfall.
So who's managing things in the other 4 schools now? Do they need to find someone new?
Yes. Normally, new sages are selected based on a strict set of criteria.
Oh, didn't you just say something about becoming a sage? If they pick you, then we'd have a huge connection in Sumeru.
Yes, about that. You didn't let me finish my sentence. The person in charge of personnel affairs nominated me to be the Grand Sage in place of Azar and help Lesser Lord Kusanali manage the Academia. But I refused.
Huh? But why? Ugh, can't you be a little more ambitious?
I'm not even interested in being one of the 6 great sages. Like I said before, I don't like being a leader.
Oh, all right. So are you busy these days trying to find others to take the job?
That's not my job either. I'm only responsible for handling important affairs within the Academia before the new sages take office. And the first thing I'll do is reject Kasharawar's application for funding.
By the way, who was that other person just now? Is he your friend?
Do we look like friends?
Paimon doesn't know. That's why Paimon's asking.
His name is Kaveh, my roommate. You could say he's the representative for Ksharawar scholars. Which is exactly why he always has so many problems.
So everything that's happened recently must be a huge change for the people of Sumeru.
Such is the work of the Academia Scribe.
Well, anyway, no matter how busy you are, since you are our planner, remember to attend the celebration feast in 2 days.
Alright, I'll see you there.
Alright, well that's one down.
Huh?
Why not? Unable to climb in here, I think. Alright, I think we are gonna get out of here. Alright, looks like we're probably gonna have to go around and talk to everyone. Trying to think, what was post, like, defeating the Archon in Azuma? I think there was... Like, I know there was, like, obviously there was post-game shit, but, like, for the direct main story, I think it was just, like, the main conflict, and then it kind of, like, settled after that. Where this has gotten extensive, more stuff after the Balladeer fight. I don't even... Alright. But yeah, I think that is going to be it for today, guys. Still have more story here going. Although we did get past the fight. Met a new character who's obviously going to be playable at some point. But yeah, next time we'll continue this path and see where this goes. Inviting everyone, I'm assuming the end of this is probably after we talk to everyone, we have the party. And that's kind of gonna be the end cap. We'll see. But yeah, we need to talk to Nelu. We haven't talked to her since she had a conversation with the doctor, so we should see what that brought about. But yeah, that's it for today. Tomorrow we are going to be doing Final Fantasy 12. I am so pissed. I was stuck on a puzzle yesterday. I tried some things and none of them seemed to work, and then I looked up how to do it. One of the things I was trying should have worked, and apparently there was like this separate screen you're supposed to go to, which you've never went to before, and it's never like pointed out that you should go there or that it even exists, but you should just know naturally that that's a thing. And it's just like fucking terrible implementation of a game mechanic where it's like, cool, do a thing, we're not going to tell you how to do it, when to do it, where to do it, and it's also going to be on a screen you've seen a million times, but we're going to add on to it just for this one time, which you've never seen before. And it's just like, why would you do it like this? But yeah, I figured out the puzzle we were stuck on yesterday, so we're going to go through, do that tomorrow. Hopefully there won't be another dumbass puzzle in the tomb that we're in Final Fantasy 12, and get through that. And continue the main story tomorrow. And then on Thursday, we will get back into Genshin Impact, finish this up, do the event that's going on. And yeah, Friday then will be more Final Fantasy 12, and this weekend will be Yakuza Like a Dragon. And that is it for day... Oh shoot, I didn't even change the day counter. End of day 798 days streamed in a row. And yeah, I will links down below for my Twitter, where I tweet every day when I'm online and when I'm playing, as well as a link over to my YouTube channel where all my previous streams are uploaded. And yeah, that is it for today, guys. I'll catch you tomorrow with Final Fantasy 12, or I will see you guys on Thursday with some more Genshin Impact. See ya.